according to the report reaching us now, is that the UK and US fight over the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. This issue of Omotosho sentencing him life imprisonment. So it is now a global debate and a global fight, because everybody have seen that what Omotosho did, it is not what anybody expects. Nobody expects such kind of judgment. And even though Nnamdi Kanu himself, he did not expect such kind of judgment, because when Omotosho was reading some of the case and other things, he was telling him that he would not accept such kind of judgment, although they are in power and then they can do everything due to their in power. But as normal judgment, as plain judgment, that is not a judgment, it's not a case, and that case you cannot say it is justice. There is nothing like justice in that case. So as it is now, the UK and the US congressmen, they are onto that case, they are debating on it, and they did not accept such kind of judgment that it is justice. That they say that is not a justice, that is not the way to judge in any country, in any court. That is not the way. That you cannot do something illegal. You cannot bring somebody illegal and they try stand on illegality in a way that you want to judge him. So all this thing is not something that after everything you will come out and be praising yourself that you have done a great work. So my people, I will allow you to watch the video to the end, so for you to hear everything by yourself and for you to see the whole thing. So as you're about to watch, like, subscribe and share the video to go around, let others see what is really happening in Nigeria. And I would like to hear your comments down below.
Bring in that support and share experiences, because fundamentally this will be not the UK telling the Nigerians how to do things, it's the Nigerians looking at the issues that they have and where they think we work together, bringing out our expertise. That's what this agreement last week has promised, that the UK will share our expertise and will work together as the partnership to try and deliver that better security for the people.
Nnamdi Kanu is a clear example. In 2022, Nigeria's Court of Appeal struck down the charges against him and ordered his release. The UN Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has also called for his unconditional release. Yet he remains in solitary confinement, in deteriorating health, and recently had to represent himself in court. Nigeria has signaled that the law is optional and targeting Christians is fair game. Just hours ago this morning, despite the pleas and cries of the Nigerian people and many Nigerian lawmakers, Nnamdi Kanu was convicted on all charges. For fiscal year 2025, the U.S. has requested nearly $8 billion for sub-Saharan Africa. But when Americans see political prisoners, judicial defiance, and the slaughter of Christians, they understandably ask, as they meet their own struggles, why should our tax dollars support governments that refuse to protect their own people? Is our aid aiding a genocide? Nigeria is a nation of tremendous potential, but that potential is being choked out by violent persecution of its Christian population. No country can build a stable future where churches are burned, believers are killed, and communities live in fear.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That is what I expected, but I expected them to do more with action than talking. Because, to do more action than talking, because UN, the United Nations, they have right to speak. And they have spoken to Nigeria like 2 or 3 occasions that they should free Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, because the process at which they brought Nnamdi Kanu into Nigeria was illegal. But what I saw there is that the UK is the worst mistake Nnamdi Kanu ever made by identifying himself as a citizen of the UK. He made it, which I don't pray, even my next generation will never identify themselves as a UK.
If you have in other words, they are telling me that if you have the means to go to your children, you not allow them go.
Is UK a place to go? There are other many places to go. Even me, my very self, I had an opportunity just with 200,000 to go to Manchester. Yeah, I have the connect, but I don't like, because I don't like them. I hate things like this. I don't like it. I've never been, ever since that genocide 1967. You know, I was not born then, but I was born in the 70s. You understand me? So when I heard the listen and coupled with what I read in the books, it makes me, I had this kind of double this thing with the UK. I don't trust them. You understand? I hate their this thing. And the thing I played in my own time, this is not maybe they told me, or maybe, you know, I read it. I witnessed this one in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, which had it been that Nnamdi Kanu is a citizen of America or a citizen of even Russia, this thing will not be like this. But look at the illegality of conviction that they gave him, and UK denied him. Despite that, even the pronouncement, all the things that he said was not here in Nigeria. It was in his own land per se, based on a dual citizenship right. Do you understand? Being a citizen of a UK, you have your right to air your view. But now after airing that view, you push him and you denied him. You understand? When he needed you most, for you to prove that, yes, so I gave him a dual citizenship because he qualified, because there is meditation behind citizenship in every country. There is a merit that warrants that. And I believe that Nnamdi Kanu met all the requirements of the UK's dual citizenship that makes them to give him the card. You understand? But now it shows me that because he stands on the truth, because that is the source, their source of income, and I wonder why they hand over power. They came to bring Christianity and gave to us, then carry power, give to people that rejected Christianity. That is to tell you how terrible UK can be. Because all these things have been going on in my mind. I used to think about it every day on daily basis. Do you understand? That means these people are betrayal, they are evil. They are not what they pretend to be, or what they tell people that they are. They are wicked, they are evil, they are Satan. They are satanic in nature, satanic in mind, satanic in memory, satanic in the heart and character. And that is what they have shown to me now in my own time, not based on information, but based on my watch. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, denying their citizen. Now look at Abakari, which America demanded for him to be repatriated back to or extradited to America. Do you understand? Because of some issues, this case of drug and fraud cases. Now, Nigeria shaded him because he's a Fulani. Nigeria shaded him because he's a Muslim. Nigeria shaded him because he's not an Igbo man. Do you understand? And had it been that Abakari was an Igbo man, they will never shade him. They would have, send him to America. Take a look at you understand, the organ harvester in UK. See the way Nigeria just kept quiet, and see the way UK struck that man. Do you understand? See the way they handle the case, because he's an Igbo man. So this thing and this information I'm giving here is to inform every Igbos in diaspora. If you are in UK, you are not safe. Relocate to another country nearby. UK is not a place for the Igbos, for the Biafrans. And as for me and my generation, God forbid UK. Because the thing have, foretell me now the kind of people they are and the kind of hearts and where they place the Igbos.
But do you think that Nnamdi Kanu will be regretting? Because on the 7th of November in court, he told Omotosho, he said, "You cannot jail me, even though the UK told you to do so." Do you think that Nnamdi Kanu would have been regretting, just like you said, associating with the British?
Nnamdi Kanu, it's not regretting fighting for Biafra, standing for Biafra, or being an IPOB, but it's regretting of being a citizen of UK. He is regretting of ever ever identify himself as a UK citizen. He is regretting of ever making a step, making mistake of taking that step to UK. Because if he maybe is a member or a citizen of America or Russia or Israel, this thing wouldn't have happened. Let's assume he's a citizen of South or not even South Africa here. Let me not even mention all those, or even Iran. It will not happen. Or let's assume he's a citizen of Pakistan. It will not happen. Sure, you get my point now. It will not happen because they will definitely come. Or even Saudi Arabia, they will come and defend him. Even Burkina Faso here. But look at how useless the UK is. How they have messed themselves up thinking that they are messing Mozambique. They are not doing us, but they have proven to us they are not reliable. They are not people to reckon with. And I love this because the earlier the better. What has happened? Those who have ear, let them hear. If you don't have ear, whatsoever that happened to you, now your own cup of tea. Don't say your friend evangelists did not want you. Relocate from UK. If you're a citizen, so far you are Igbo man. So far you are a Biafran citizen. Please relocate from UK. Go to another country. Tear their passport. Tear your citizenship. Any connection you have with the UK. Because it cannot save you. You are in danger. Thank you.
But what a lot of people say, Nnamdi Kanu wife was alleged that she was what, that she's protesting for her husband release. She said what Omotosho just gave a nonsense judgment, number one, and number two, she's calling, or a lot of people said she's heading down to the Washington DC to Donald Trump and the US government for help. They said this judgment cannot stand, that Omotosho acted based on what he said, based on emotion, and even Okoson said, and he said, she said it was a scripted judgment that they wrote for him. That was what he carried out yesterday. Do you agree with
yeah,
this?
It was a script. It was
calling out the US government and Trump for.
Hold on, yeah. It was a script written, a written script, and if you watch the reading, the outcome of the reading, you will agree with me that even Omotosho was struggling to read it out. I don't know whether you listen to his reading. You will agree with me that he was even struggling to read it out. That is to tell you, this is a script written. Hand over to him. This is how you do it. Go ahead. Not that it's fully from the law. Nor did they check the conditions, all the saying that he said that is the point he made. You will agree with him that all those things is not valid. But the woman, in fact, I don't want to use the word that is coming to my mouth on her. Let me reserve that respect because of her husband, Nnamdi Kanu, whom I respect so much. If not so, she that is a parembering jumping up before criticizing Simon Ekman and talking all sort of rubbish, make he go UK, go protest now. Where is she now going to United States? Where is she going to America?
They might help out.
Oh, excuse me, but she cannot go to UK now.
Ekpa was doing the wrong thing.
Ekpa was doing the wrong thing. Ekpa now was doing the wrong thing.
Was she saying that because she wanted her husband to finally, make sure that her husband was the one to declare Biafra, or was she just being sentimental?
Excuse me, forget she's just being sentimental. They have used her and they have dumped her. Nigeria, they have used her and they have dumped her. So that's it. And now the UK that she want to select, now the UK have abandoned you. UK have denied you. UK have denied your husband. Yes. Now run to UK. You do not run to UK. Now you are running to US. Only fool. But let me reserve some because of your husband. Let me respect that.
She was doing well.
She was doing well in what sense?
But
excuse me, Omoyere Sowore that carry protest. No be she supposed to carry am. Simon Ekpan action, no be her family supposed to carry am. Because of the illegal means of which they brought her husband home. Look at this woman, COS Ngozi Orabesi. You understand? The step that she's taking, no be she supposed to carry am. But nothing. She will come back and laugh. They will deceive her. Go UK there and which it to it. and she come to Aso Rock, they rob her, he go back and make sure. I beg, leave that woman and let her go to. I said, I would have talked. See, there is a lot of words in my mouth, but I will reserve it because of her husband. Because he's a man I respect so much. Yes, I respect her so. I respect that man so much. So I must give that honor to him, irrespective of whatsoever that has happened. He remains my hero. Nnamdi Kanu remains my hero. Yeah.
Okay, but do you think that Tinubu might be the last president of Nigeria?
Of course, it's possible. With the way things are going, it's possible, and I pray so. Let him be the last. Whether alive or dead, make it be the last.
I want to read something from Nigeria's president. He says the characterization of Nigeria as religiously intolerant doesn't reflect our national reality. Religious freedom and tolerance have been a core tenet of our collective identity and shall always remain so. Nigeria opposes religious persecution and does not encourage it. He says the picture we're getting here is not accurate.
You know, unfortunately, that is completely false. I mean, there are states in Nigeria that have blasphemy laws, people who are facing the death penalty right now for blasphemy against Islam. There's a person currently right now who's held in prison for defending himself from attack from a Muslim militant from the Fulani tribe. He defended himself, and he's facing the death penalty. So, no, there's serious persecution happening in Nigeria. I know the president, Tinubu, is in a difficult position in trying to protect his interests there in that country, but they are complicit in this to one degree or another with statements like this.
Oh yes, it is very nice when something like this happen, so that the world, everybody can witness it and can see the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is agitating for Biafra and why the Igbos is saying that they want to leave Nigeria. All the old thing they brought out on that day, they say that he said this, he said that. All those things is just something of a word. And it is something that to let the country, to ginger the country for them to be aware of, look at what we need, or look at what we want. Even though the place that is fighting for them to be liberated, they did not see him as a terrorist, then why it will be another zone will now be looking at it as a terrorist? No any country in the world have seen IPOB or Nnamdi Kanu as a terrorist. It is only Nigerian government that look it as a terrorist, and not even as a terrorist. According to Omotosho, he claimed that he's an international terrorist. Why the main people that is the main terrorist is with you in the country, you are attending their party, their birthday, and calling them to host party with them. So they are the main international terrorists, and any kind of terrorist you want to call them, not the person that is saying that enough is enough for the injustice and for the humiliation and for the evil thing you are doing, my people, that we want to be on our own. Look at the things you are doing that is not right. Then you now turn over and say and claim that he's calling for war and is a terrorist. It is in fact, it is very shocking. So I'm very happy that everybody is seeing it. What is there is that the UK, the U.S. and the other world powers, I don't used to understand their move. When a people rise up to say, look at what they need, they don't used to come for their aid or for their support. It is only when they see that a group of people or a country, in a country that people have started fighting before they will rise up, or before they will go, because they are rising up for them to go and sell their weapon to the group that pay them most. That is the main problem we have in the continent. So when they say that they are the police of the world, it is all those things just to say. They are not really the police of the world. They are just there to be looking at you whenever you want to fight. They will come and sell their ammunition for you, and the one who buy it more, then they will give the higher percentage to fight against the other. So that is what is happening in the world. So well, what is there is that God is seeing everybody, and what Omotosho did is only God that will pay him for that. And then the Nigerian government, what we know is that as for the issue of Biafran will keep moving, and one day we will get where we are going, and those things they are looking for, they will see it. Well, I would like to hear your comment down below. Like, subscribe, and share the video to go and let others see what is really going on in Nigeria. And thank you for watching.